A United States Museum Organization Guide. Chapter 1. United States Museum Organizations. A United States Museum Organization Guide 1. acumg.org/studies.html, Museum Studies Programs. Archives and Museums Informatics, ANMI. Archimuse.com. American Anthropological Association, AAA. AAAnet.org. American Public Gardens Association. publicgardens.org. American Alliance of Museums, AAM. AAM-US.org. American Folklore Society, AFS. AFSnet.org. Association of African American Museums, AAAM. blackmuseums.org. Association of Art Museum Directors, AAMD. AAMD.org. American Association for State and Local History, AASLH. AASLH.org. Association of Zoos and Aquariums, AZA. AZA.org. Association of Academic Museums and Galleries, AAMG-US.org. American Federation of Arts, AFA. AFAweb.org. American Institute for Conservation of Historic and Artistic Work, AIC. conservation-us.org. ArtsWatch ArtsUSA.org. The Association for Living History, Farm, and Agricultural Museums, ALHFAM. alhfam.org. American Law Institute American Bar Association, ALIABA. ali-aba.org. Association of Midwest Museums, AM. midwestmuseums.org. Association of Railway Museums, railwaymuseum.org. Association of Science Technology Centers, ASTC. ASTC.org. Association of Children's Museums, ACM. childrensmuseums.org. Board Source, formerly the National Center for Nonprofit Boards. boardsource.org. Catalog of Federal Domestic Assistance. cfda.gov. Center for Nonprofit Management. cnm.org. College Art Association, CAA. collegeart.org. Committee on Audience Research and Evaluation, CARE. care-aam.org. Committee on Museum Professional Training, COMPT. compt-aam.org. Council for Museum Anthropology, CMA. museumanthropology.org. Economuseum Network. economices.com. Federation of State Humanities Councils, FSHC. statehumanities.org. Fire Science Online. firescience.org. FirstGov for Nonprofits. usa.gov/business/business_gateway.html. Foundation for Jewish Culture. jewishculture.org. Foundation Center. foundationcenter.org. Group for Education in Museums, GEM. gem.org.uk. Heritage Preservation. heritagepreservation.org. HNet Network for Museums and Museum Studies. h-net.org/museum/index.html. International Council of Museums, ICOM. icom.museum. International Council on Monuments and Sites, ICOMOS. icomos.org. International Center for the Study of the Preservation and Restoration of Cultural Property, ICROM. icrom.org. ICOM, Latin America, ILAM. ilam.org. Institute of Museum and Library Services, IMLS. imls.gov. International Museum Theatre Alliance. imtal.org. The Library of Congress, LC. loc.gov. Making National Museums, NAMU. namu.se. Map for Nonprofits. mapfornonprofits.org. Mid-Atlantic Association of Museums, MAM. midatlanticmuseums.org. Museum Assessment Program, MAP. aam-us.org. Museum Computer Network, MCN. mcn.edu. Museum Education Roundtable, MARE. museumeducation.info. Museum Educators of Southern California, MESC. mesconline.org. Museums Connect. aam-us.org/resources/international/museums connect. Mountain Plains Museum Association, MPMA. mountplainsmuseums.org. Museum Security Network, MSN. museum-security.org. Museum Store Association, MSA. museumstourassociation.org. Museum Trustee Association, MTA. mta-hq.org. Native American Graves Protection and Repatriation Act, NAGPRA. cr.nps.gov/nagpra/l. National Association of Interpretation, NI. interpnet.com. National Association for Museum Exhibition, NAME. name-aam.org. National Association of Tribal Historic Preservation Officers. nathpo.org/mainpage.html. The National Archives and Records Administration, NARA. archives.gov. National Art Education Association. arteducators.org. National Assembly of State Arts Agencies, NASAA. nasaa-arts.org. National Council on Public History, NCPH. ncph.org. National Endowment for the Arts, NEA. arts.gov. National Endowment for the Humanities, NEH. NEH.gov. National Fire Protection Association, NFPA. NFPA.org. New England Museum Association, NEMA. Nemaniti.org. National Humanities Alliance, NA. NHAlliance.org. National Park Service, NPS. NPS.gov. NPS History and Culture cr.nps.gov/linkclause.htm. National Center for Preservation Technology and Training, NCPT. ncptt.nps.gov. National Science Foundation/Informal Science Education Program, NSF. nsf.gov. The Nonprofit Times, NPT. thenonprofittimes.com. National Trust for Historic Preservation, NTHP. preservationnation.org. Natural Science Collections Alliance. nscalliance.org. Northeast Document Conservation Center, NEDC. nedcc.org. Official Museum Directory, OMD. omd-online.com, seems dead. Performing Arts Alliance. theperformingarts.org/performingarts/pa_home_page.html. Society of American Archivists, SAA. archivists.org. Southeastern Museums Conference, SEMC. semcdirect.net. Smithsonian Institution, SI. si.edu. Smithsonian Institution Resource Information Service, CIRIS. ciris.si.edu. The Society for the Preservation of Natural History Collections, SPNHC. sbnhc.org. Visitor Studies Association, VSA. visitorstudies.org. Western Museums Association, WMA. westmuse.org. World Monuments Fund, WMF. wmf.org. A United States Museum Organization Guide to American Arts Alliance. AmericanaArtsAlliance.org. American Association for Museum Volunteers. acnatsci.org/hosted/aamv/index.htm. Association of Art Museum Directors. aamd.org. Association of College and University Museums and Galleries. snomnh.ou.edu/acumg/index.html. American Law Institute, American Bar Association. ali-aba.org. Board source. boardsource.org. Formerly the National Center for Nonprofit Boards. Center for Arts and Culture. culturalpolicy.org. Federation of State Humanities Councils. acls.org/fshc.htm. Free Management Library for for-profit and non-profit organizations. mapnp.org/library. Historic House Museums. housemuseums.us. National Assembly of State Arts Agencies. nasaa-arts.org. National Fire Protection Association. nfpa.org. Nonprofit Risk Management Center. nonprofitrisk.org/mc/mc_index.htm. The Nonprofit Times. nptimes.com. PR and Marketing Committee. prandymarketing.org. The Technology Place for Nonprofits. techsoup.org. Travel Industry Association. TIA.org. Volunteer Lawyers and Accountants for the Arts. VLA.org. A United States Museum Organization Guide 3. nscalliance.org. American Museum Theater Alliance. amerhistoricaltheater.org/index.html. American Institute of Conservation for Historic and Artistic Work. aic.stanford.edu. American Educational Research Association. era.net/resources.html. American Folklore Society. afsnet.org. Archives and Museums Informatics. archimuse.com. Association for Living History, Farm, and Agriculture Museums. alhfam.org. Association of Science Technology Centers. asdc.org/resource/visitor. Center for Technology and Learning of SRI International. orl.sri.com. College Art Association. collegeart.org. Council for Museum Anthropology. nmnh.si.edu/cma. Council of State Historical Records Coordinators. caucharc.org. Council of American Maritime Museums. Council of American Maritime Museums.org. Curators Committee. curcom.org. Developing Visitor-Centered Programs, an AUBGA professional development resource. obga.org/pgmplan/index.htm. edcom. edcom.org. Excellent Judges. excellentjudges.org. Getty Conservation Institute. getty.edu/conservation/institute. Historical Records of Government Organizations. nara.gov/genealogy/genindex.html. Institute for Learning Innovation. ilanet.org. Media and Technology Committee. mediaandtechnology.org. Museum Education Roundtable. mer-online.org. Museum Education Monitor. mccastle.com. Museum Learning Collaborative. museumlearning.com. National Park Service Visitor Studies Competencies. nps.gov/training/npsunly/vum/09vistdy.htm. National Archives and Records Administration. nara.gov. National Association of Museum Exhibition. n-a-m-e.org. Native American Graves Protection and Repatriation Act. usbr.gov/laws/nagpra.html. Northeast Document Conservation Center. rap-arcc.org/welcome/nedcc.htm. Packing Art Handling, and Creating Information Network. pacn.org. Public Programming, Education, Interpretation, and Exhibition. Registrars Committee. rcam.org. Smithsonian Institution Office of Policy and Analysis. si.edu/opandas/reports.htm. Society of American Archivists. Teaching with Historic Places. cr.nps.gov/nr/twhp. The Tech Museum. thetech.org/learning/community/rmpo. thetech.org/exhibits. University of Pittsburgh's Center for Learning in Out-of-School Environments, up close. informalscience.org/tools/index.html. University of Pittsburgh's Center for Learning in Out-of-School Environments, up close. informalscience.org. Visitor Studies Association. visitorstudies.org. Science Center Planning. asdc.org/resource/planning/index.htm. Regional Museum Associations at statemuseumassociations.org/regional-directory. Association of Midwest Museums. midwestmuseums.org. Mid-Atlantic Association of Museums. altrui.net/site/Mid-Atlantic. Mountain Plains Museums Association. mountplainsmuseums.org. New England Museum Association. nemenete.org/abouthome.html. Southeastern Museums Conference. semcdirect.net. Western Museums Association. westmuse.org.